Portugal air, the traditional Irish welcome. As for the second time on the trot, Ireland's stage is the annual feast for eye and ear. That is the Eurovision Song Contest. Bless it. Not for nothing that tonight, the 30th of April, is also Walpurgisnacht. A night of weird sounds and terrifying sights and very bizarre behaviour. This is my 23rd year of observing the musical Maelstrom, and this is the 39th running of the Grand Prix. The Eurovision Song Contest, the show they couldn't kill, the one they love to hate, is bigger than ever. The mewling infant of 1956 has assumed the proportions of a sumo wrestler. The newly independent states of Eastern Europe, keen to exercise their vocal cords as well as their franchises, and among tonight's 25 participating countries are Bosnia, Croatia, Lithuania, Slovakia, Estonia, Poland, Hungary and Russia. But only 25 countries can take part, so there's relegation as well as promotion. And so we say farewell, for this year at least, to Belgium, Denmark, Israel and Luxembourg, Slovenia and Turkey. We're quietly confident that Frances Ruffel is going to win big for the United Kingdom tonight. But if the unthinkable happens, and she doesn't get the 12 points from everybody, we want to stay out of that last 6 relegation zone. Now, how about this isn't all too exciting for you? I want you to peek too soon. This is the McNass Street Theatre arriving at the Point Theatre in Dublin, be the Dublin Docks. And the McNass run up through the crowd with their banners, and on stage, Irish heroes. Bono, Sinead O'Connor, Bob Geldof, Roddy Doyle there too, Brendan Behan. And amid great sparkles and signs of life, landing on the stage, the two co-presenters, Cynthia Mhurchú and Gerry Ryan. They're going big. This is some crowd here, this is some place. Huge, huge stage, 4 times bigger than even the huge one at Mill Street in County Cork last year. About 3,000 people crammed in here. And Cynthia's see-through skirt getting a big hand.
A uchtrán, a ordmhéire, a hísigh, a chuoiniúsle. Céad fáilterómh go dtí archlan na fointe blát lia. Cúis lúcháire go radio telefís éireann an níochamórtas áráníochta orafíse is tríocha a chur I mhuir láthair.
President, Lord Mayor, Taoiseach and dignitaries, welcome to the Point Theatre in Dublin, where tonight Radio Telefís Éireann is proud to present the 39th Eurovision Song Contest.
Madame la Présidente, Monsieur le Maire, Monsieur le Premier Ministre, Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles et Messieurs, nous sommes enchantés de vous souhaiter la bienvenue au 39e concours de la chanson de l'Eurovision.
Welcome also to the hundreds of millions of TV viewers tuned into RTE's Global Jukebox. This is Eurovision's 5th outing to Ireland and its 4th visit to Dublin.
Dublin, or Blád Clia, as we say in Irish, has become the unofficial home of culture and creativity. The James Joyce à Samuel Beckett, en passant par U2 et Sinead O'Connor. Notre tradition a toujours été une tradition de culture.
With writers such as James Joyce and Samuel Beckett, and performers like our U2 and Sinead O'Connor, Dublin and Ireland has put itself squarely and surely on the world's literary and music map.
Cuischuin Blád Clia, mar amán an auna lifa muir éireann amach. Is an seo a detal rinceoirí an báilseo. Is an seo a chuir U2 na tanta rachiol go spéir.
O coid speisialta, oid speisialta. Tonight, Europe comes to the dock of Dublin Bay, and over the next couple of hours on RTE, the Point Theatre will become the music arena that decides who will follow in the footsteps of last year's winners.
Yes, it's thanks to Niamh Kavanagh and composer Jimmy Walsh that the song contest returns to Ireland tonight. Fannagy Lynn go bhfeicimid Codrilig on Grand Prix im Liana.
Céad Míle Fáilte, and a very special welcome to the 7 new states competing for the very first time in a Eurovision Song Contest. Tonight we've Estonia, Romania, Hungary, Russia, Poland, Lithuania and Slovakia.
Big hand for the new kids on the block.
Together with those 7 debutantes, we have 18 other countries competing for the Grand Prix, ably assisted by the RTE Concert Orchestra, under the baton of Noel Keelan and the leadership of Michael Darcy.
Now, as some of you may already know, tonight's order of appearance has been decided by a draw, as per usual. But the honour of opening the 39th Eurovision Song Contest goes to Sweden.
Well, nobody could accuse those two of underselling this. Gerry and Cynthia, get used to them. Now, before, as is traditional, before every national entry, there is a quick plug for the country of origin. I mean, the country that's staging the thing. And this is literary Dublin. They say if Dublin were to disappear, it could be recreated from James Joyce's Ulysses, or at least that's what he hoped. Brendan Behan, William Butler Yeats, Finnegan's Wake, we all understand that. And they're going to introduce the Swedish entry, which has been written by Peter Bertilsson and Micke Littwold. It's called Avalon, Tjärnorna. And there's the man who will be performing it. That's Roger Ponter, and with him, Mari Bergman. The Swedish entry, ho, ho, ho. Incidentally, if you're not versed in the Swedish or the other languages, all the songs are subtitled in English on CFAX, page 888. That's the conductor, Antors Berglund. Here is the last of the Mohicans.
Se, har du vaknat för att ge mig av din härlighet, eller försvinner du någonstans i ett regn där dina tårar blir en spegel av den ensamhet som jag känner nu. Men om du ger mig av det ljus du har, stannar dagen kvar tills månen tänder. Stjärnorna som lyser upp i natt, som ger vår kärlek kraft, som leder oss när vinden vänder. Stjärnorna som styr ödets hand, när hjärtan sätts i brand, som leder oss till drömmens land. Kom och ta min hand, följ mig in här.
God morgon min sol, tänk om jag kunde se allt det som bara du kan se. Då visste jag allt det du vet om vad som händer med oss båda i en morgondag. Om du stannar kvar, så om du ger mig av det ljus du har, stannar dagen kvar tills månen tänder. Stjärnorna som lyser upp i natt, som ger vår kärlek kraft, som leder oss när vinden vänder. Stjärnorna som styr med ödets hand, när hjärtan sätts i brand. Och jag till dig en tanke sänder. Stjärnorna som lyser upp i natt, som ger vår kärlek kraft, som leder oss. Stjärnorna som styr ödets hand, när hjärtan sätts i brand. Till
That's it, lads. That's the first of the 25. It's going to be a long day's journey in tonight. They're not like us, the Swedes, are they? This is a beach in County Mayo, wild and windswept, and a bit on the cold side. Ireland's west coast. Next parish, Manhattan. Mind you could do a bit of landscape painting here. The lakeside village of Pontoon. You'll see a lot of fishing in these films. The main theme of this with Ireland is a fish, but when it's not a fish, it's a horse. And this is the new visitor centre at Ballycastle and the pyramid. Weren't expecting that. All this was laid bare when they cut open the turf in the fields, and it will introduce the Finnish entry, which is going to be sung by two sisters, Virpi and Katja Katka. That's not them. There they are. Had you fox there for a minute. The composers are Kari Sala and Marka Lehtinen, lyricist and composers. Kat. The song is called Bye Bye Baby in both languages. This is the Finnish entry. And there's the conductor, Oli Avenlaki. Go to it, Oli. Look at that stage. It is ginormous.
Sinut tahdoin omakseen, vaan kuulla sain, että ainoa en sulle olekaan. Nyt kerran viimeisen suljen oven varoen, olet mulle historiaa. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, lähden pois vaikka yksin jään. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye. Kun katson taaksepäin, olet muistomaan, muiston menneen rakkauden. Löydät jonkun muun, joka sinun rakastuu, uskoo sun valheisiin. Silti luotan rakkauteen, voimaan ikuiseen. On tulla määränpää eilinen taakse ja se oli unta pettävää. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, lähden pois vaikka yksin jään. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, itken kun loppuu tää. Jos rakkauden uudestaan uskallan aloittaa, ehkä huominen taas onnen tavoittaa. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, lähden pois vaikka yksin jään. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, itken kun loppuu tää. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, lähden pois vaikka yksin jään. Bye bye baby, baby goodbye, itken kun loppuu tää.
They like that in the hall. That's the old Finnish goodbye there. A Finnish farewell. Well, I don't think we'll be in Helsinki this time next year. Good effort. Good effort, guys. Got the old claque there. Gerry Ryan.
Next we have the Irish entry. Paul Harrington and Charlie McGettigan performing Rock and Roll Kids. But first, let's take a look at what we humbly consider to be the Boulevard Saint-Germain of Dublin.
The old Boulevard Saint-Germain of Dublin turns out to be Grafton Street. You won't see a duck on the Boulevard Saint-Germain, I can tell you. There's Bewley's Oriental Cafe. The smell of coffee from that place will knock you down in the street. Dublin's a restaurant. Don't expect this to be awfully quiet, because this, of course, introduces the Irish entry, and they're going for 3 on the trot. They've won 2 in a row, and I wouldn't put it past them, because they can do this. Bit of fruit, very nice. The youngest population of any European capital. The place is swarming with children. And a certain cosmopolitan flair. It's a great city, Dublin. Great street life. And a lot of food. And everybody wants to be you too. It's the Irish flag. The composer is Brendan Graham of the Irish Song. Wrote the lyrics and the music. These are the performers. Paul Harrington on the left. Charlie McGettigan. They even sing in restaurants. And it's Rock and Roll Kids. That's the title. It'll be thunderous applause for this. Noel Keelan is the conductor. And they think they have a really good chance with this song, and I certainly wouldn't put it past Ireland to win again.
I remember 62. I was 16 and so were you. And we lived next door on the avenue. Gerry Lee was big and Elvis too. Blue jeans and blue suede shoes. And we never knew what life held in store. We just wanted to rock and roll forevermore. We were the rock and roll kids. Rock and roll was all we did. And listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours and you were mine, but that was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll anymore. Now Johnny's in love with the girl next door. Mary's down at the record store. They don't want to be around us no more. Golden oldies, but we hardly speak. Too busy running to a different beat. Hard to understand. We were once like that. How I wish we could find those rock and roll days again. We were the rock and roll kids, and rock and roll was all we did. And listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours and you were mine, but that was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll anymore. I was yours and you were mine, that was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll. We just never seem to rock and roll anymore.
Some quiet appreciation being shown in the hall there for the Irish entry. That's song number 3. Does this have a numerological significance? This is Gorton Glen Forest Park in County Tyrone. Echoing Ireland's Celtic past. It will introduce song number 4, the Cypriot entry. It's going to be sung by Eurethiki. In my anthropos ki ego, I am human too. This is the Ulster-American folk park where migration is recalled, the 4 million Irish who sailed to America during the past 200 years. Images of hardship and of change. Cyprus entry, Everythiki, making their own pop video in Dublin. They took part in the 1992 Eurovision Song Contest. They're ready to go. You'll find this a dramatic song, almost expects it. But that's the Temple Bar. A lot of street painting, people disappearing at doors. And it's going to introduce the Icelandic entry, which will be performed by Siga. Temple Bar is Dublin's left bank, and you need a bicycle. Kind of Latin Quarter. There's a lot of eating in this again this year, isn't there? And I've had nothing since about 3 o'clock. Music and dance here, and all the arts cultivated. That's Grace Weir, who's done the sculpture for the Eurovision. The Oliver St. John Gogarty pub, as decent a pint as you'll get anywhere. And the Halfpenny Bridge, sure I know it well. And the flag of Iceland. I'm going to have to stand back for this. The composer is Fredrik Karlsson, and the lyricist is Stefan Hilmarsson. And that's herself, that's Siga. Now there's a good feeling about this song, not only in Iceland. I think it's nice. To give this lady her full name, Sigridur Beinteins Gutter, because everybody's a gutter or a son. That's Frank McNamara, who's not from Reykjavik, but he's conducting. It's called Nights.
Nætur, draumalöð, dimmblár himinn við sjónarönd. Nætur, þar þú, þangað svíf ég í draumi nú. Allt sem ég óska mér ofið í skýin hvít. Háleitar hugsanir í húminu þín ein nýtt. Ég hverfur kvöldar tekur, hvert sem hugur ber. Svefninn laðar lokkar mig af stað. Leiðin greið. Nætur, draumalöð, dimmblár himinn við sjónarönd. Nætur, þar þú, þangað svíf ég í draumi nú. Allt það sem enginn sér, ég eigi miðja nótt. Í svefninn oft ég sendi skilaboð til þín, já. Þögnin flytur þvílík leyndarmál. Þangað draumalöð, dimmblár himinn við sjónarönd. Nætur, þar þú, þangað svíf ég í draumi nú. Og í nótt og við hljótt ég þar en að huga flugi læðist inn í þetta sinn. Þangað ég þig. Nætur, draumalöð, dimmblár himinn við sjónarönd. Nætur, því þar þú, í svörtu þangað svíf ég skilaboð til þín. Nætur, þar þú, þangað svíf ég í draumi nú. Og í nótt og við hljótt, í draumi nú. Og í nótt og við hljótt, í draumi nú.
That here as well. Good song from Iceland. And gird up your loins, get yourself in readiness. It's the United Kingdom next. Don't forget, if you can't follow every word, it's page 888 on CFAX. That's a train, that's an Irish train. Look at that. and an Irish horse. You'll see a few of those before the evening's out. We Will Be Free, Lonely Symphony, written by George DeAngelis and Mark Dean. That's what's representing the United Kingdom. There's a bit of greyhound racing going on there, need not trouble us. And there's going to be a bit of pony racing on the Strand in a moment. But we'll probably miss that as well. Somebody's had a fence down at the RDS. And that's Yates country. I'd recognise Ben Bulben. Horseman pass by. The United Kingdom song has been very well thought of as the second favourite. I'm fed up being second. You need to win this one. That's My Little Pony there in the middle. Lost again. You'll recognise the flag. And the lady, Frances Ruffel. Oh, Francois Truffaut. And the backing singers. They're there in numbers. Very equestrian. Good luck to her and good luck to the United Kingdom. The dress that she's wearing, specially designed by Helen Story. It's that man's birthday today, Michael Reid. Happy birthday, Michael, and good luck. She's wearing a ring by Tom McEwen. Frances Ruffel with backing singers. United Kingdom entry. We Will Be Free.
Walk into the box, let your secrets out. Time for confession. Purify your soul, denounce the devil from within. No time for aggression. Can't you see the piece of dust that crumbles in your hand is me? Give me some affection. And though my heart is broken, my picture is forgotten, but I still believe that I can see a piece of me reflecting in your eyes. Never fall, and we will be free. We will rise, we'll never fall again, and we will be free. Welcome to the land where all our dreams are planned, and fighting is a thing to do. Sometimes it makes me feel naked like a tree in autumn. And while you dance beneath an angry star, I'm chasing rainbows across the sun. And in this mad equation, I still believe that we can be in harmony. You and me, a chorus in your lonely symphony. Never fall, we'll never fall, and we will be free. We will rise, we'll never fall again, and we will be free. We'll never fall, and we will be free.
That's gone big here. That's a wonderful performance. She sang her heart out. Marvellous. Marvellous.
Next we have Croatia with Nekti Lubitska, performed by Tony Cetinski.
Now, as you all probably already know, we are considered a nation of storytellers. In fact, some people think that we never know when to stop. But it is that ability to tell a tale that is still with us today in our theatre, our music, and our film.
Well, that's true too. Cultural Dublin. Dublin is always going to enjoy a night out at the theatre or the concert or at the pub. This happens to be the theatre. The Abbey or the Gate. This will introduce the Croatian entry, and I'm going to take a run at the title, but not yet. Saving myself. The old 5 and 9, you can't beat it. I have it on myself this evening. Mary Robinson, who you've already seen among the audience here, President of Ireland. That can only be Juno on the Paycock. What is the stars? The concert hall. Well-deserved bow. Now, the Croatians were so impressed with that performance of Juno at the Paycock at the gate, they thought they'd have a go themselves. They're applauding themselves there. Now then, the Croatian song is called I'll Give You All My Love. Nek ti bude lajušpao šva. The composer is Zeljan Klasnerka. That's Zlatko Slivic. I mean, Zelko Klasneric is the other, and the man singing it is Tony.
Dolazi kiša sa sjevera, jastuk miriše, al boli tvoja nevjera. Nema te, jutro me probudi, tko te ljubio, sve spalio u očima. Sve mi je s tobom netko uzeo, mene si prodala. Za ljubav se borim, a ja nemam snage. Ne, ja nemam snage. Nek ti bude ljubav sva, moja je duša umorna. U venama struji tuga najveća. Ali s mene nećeš otići. Nećeš otići. Ne voliš, više me ne voliš. 100 bi godina moja ljubav trajala. Nek ti bude ljubav sva, moja je duša umorna. U venama struji tuga najveća. Nek ti bude ljubav sva, moja je duša umorna. Ali s mene nećeš otići. Nećeš otići.
Just that, I forgot to warn you about his jacket. That's a great crowd here. Now then, it's the Kingdom of Morn you're looking at here. Very nice too. St. Patrick came and had a meal. Very nice. That was 15 centuries ago. Morn is still a place of fresh air, clear water, and food. Stately landscape. Moiling waters, of course. That's a requisite. That's my house there, and that's my sheep. There's a fair amount of water in most of these films, but there's a fair amount of water in Ireland. It's surrounded by... That's Slieve Donard, Percy French wrote The Mountains of Morn Sweeping Down to the Sea. That's the Portuguese flag. The lady who's singing is a charming girl called Sarah Tavares, who's barely 16. The composer is João Carlos Oliveira, Rosa Lobato Faria. And the conductor is, doesn't sound very Portuguese to me, Tilo Krasman. There you are, Tilo. The song is Chamar a Música, calling the music. Sarah.
Esta noite vou ficar assim, prisioneira desse olhar de mel pousado em mim. Vou chamar música, pôr à prova a minha voz, uma trova só para nós. Esta noite vou beber licor, como um filtro de cantor, de amor, amor, amor. Vou chamar a música, vou pegar na tua mão, vou compor uma canção, chamar a música, dele aqui tão perto, como o vento do deserto, acordado em mim, chamar a música, musa dos meus temas, nesta noite de açucenas, abraçar-te apenas e chamar a música. Esta noite vou servir um chá feito de ervas e jasmim e aromas que não há. Vou chamar a música, encontrar a flor de mim, um poema de cetim, chamar a música, dele aqui tão perto, como o vento do deserto, acordado em mim, chamar a música, musa dos meus temas, nesta noite de açucenas, abraçar-te apenas e chamar a música.
Everybody here in Dublin. Portuguese crowd are up there waving the flags. That's a very nice performance from a very young lady. Very stressful to think of performing in front of all these people. There's another young performer.
Now we have the Swiss entry, Sta Fregando, performed by Duilio. But before that, let's pay a visit to a fishing village just a mere 14 miles from this very spot, where you can hoist the jib, splice the main brace, and off you go.
Yes, indeed. Take her into the wind, Mr. Christian. Those 12 years before the mast that I spent are paying off now. This is Hoth. There's a fair amount of, well, you can see, sailing. Looks a bit rough today. This is going to be introducing Sto Pregando from Switzerland. Hoth is a great place for the sailing. That's Ireland's Eye. I know all that stuff. There's Ireland's Navy. Well, half of it. The other half is parked not very far, moored not very far from the place we're sitting now. They're going out to attack somebody there. There's more food. Do you know, I've been searching this town for a lobster, and it's been there all the time. I saw that lobster on film here last year. The man who's going to sing this is Giulio, and he's had the devil's own job trying to buy fish and the place crawling with it. Sto pregando, I'm praying. 4 languages from which the Swiss could have chosen. They picked Italian. Conductor Valeriano Chiaravella. Here he is, Giulio, a beard from Bow.
Sto pregando per chi non ha ancora capito che la vita è soltanto un gran dolore. Chi crede quanto è scritto rinascerà di certo. Un grande giorno in luce quel sarà. Sto pregando per voi, per tutto il male intorno che circonda la vita. Io sto pregando per tutti, per i sogni distrutti, perché non credere. Io sto pregando il domani, il cielo e il sole, le stelle, che perdoni ogni sbaglio. Io sto pregando per quelli che cercano l'amore e non sanno dov'è. Io sto pregando per voi, per tutto il male intorno che circonda la vita. Io sto pregando per tutti, per i sogni distrutti, perché non credere. Io sto pregando il domani, il cielo e il sole, le stelle, che perdoni ogni sbaglio. Sto pregando nel silenzio dei ricordi, che ritorni ancora il tempo dei miei sogni. Risplenderà una luce per quelli che sapranno cercare il sole nell'oscurità.
I wish these people would chuck their shirts in. That's a Swiss entry. Sto pregando. Oh, that's a dirty night. This is County Fermanagh, Belique, where they make exquisite porcelain. Have done for 137 years. This is the screen painter Alison Britton. And somebody was tying a fly there. The sculptor Anthony Scott, working in the Butter Market Centre at Enniskillen, County Fermanagh. Colour, craft and detail. It's going to introduce the Estonian entry, which is another challenge, Nagu Meralin. That's my guess. Like a sea wave. That's a flag we haven't seen too often, never before in the Eurovision. Hang on, Mrs. Take care. Did you see another pair of hands there? I could have sworn. This is the lady who's going to be singing the Estonian entry, Sylvie Bright. A fine, well set up, sensible woman. There's a serious head of hair, if you like. Urmas Latikas, he's going to conduct this, written by Ivar Must and Lilo Tungai. Estonia, like a sea wave.
mis randa merevai kudi ja meremai muurde peale maine kui rõivas vabele kui tiib alla võidu jääb
That's the first time for Estonia. Those skyscrapers on the set, they're not Irish skyscrapers, they're just general sort of stuff. Hello.
And before we go on to the Romanian entry, Dincolo Dinora, performed by Dan Bittman, let's travel through the Georgian grandeur of Dublin City.
The old Georgian grandeur. Look at this now. Look at that. That's a Georgian knocker there. And a Georgian lamppost. There's a lot of Georgian stuff in Georgian windows. Georgian carving. Cobblestones. They'll be Georgian too. It's a city of doors, Dublin. That's what people always say. There's the yellow one. They're looking after their Georgian heritage now. Hitherto it just sort of fell down around us, but they're preserving it now, and it's well worth it. This is to introduce the Romanian entry, which is called Dincolo Dinori, which, as you know, means beyond the clouds. Romanian flag, the singer will be Dan Bittman. There's old Dan and the boys. A bit of a laugh, a bit of a giggle in Georgian Dublin. There's more than one door in Dublin. It just happened that's a good yellow one. And they've shown it a couple of times. Beyond the Clouds, the composers are Antonio Fortuna and old Dan himself. And the conductor Noel Keelan, he's everywhere. Dan favours the casual look. Currently not.
În ziua ce vine poate mă vei asculta. Am ales și rău și bine o parte din mine. Lasă în grija ta nopți fără vise, întrebări fără răspuns. Îmi trezesc din amintire sufletul ascuns dincolo de noi. Rază de lumină dincolo de noi. E lumea, e lumea. Nu cer iertare pentru tot ce am făcut. Cer o rază de iubire să o iau de la început. Am puterea acum să schimb ceva în lume. Am puterea de a visa dincolo de noi. Dincolo de noi. Dincolo de noi. E lumea mea, e lumea mea, e lumea, 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 e lumea mea, dincolo de noi. E lumea mea.
I may be wrong, but I could have sworn that Dan used to play in goal for Steaua Bucharest. I like that. But that crowd would applaud anything. The Cromlech. I know plenty. Myth and legend. We know little of Ireland's pre-Christian peoples, except they came from the heart of Europe and may have worshipped the sun, it says. They mustn't have worshipped much. If they'd been worshipping the rain, I'd have understood. Celtic artefacts, and there, an Navan fort in County Armagh, a burial chamber at Noath in County Meath. Now the Maltese entry is coming up, and we're nearly halfway through the contest. Fairly zipping by, isn't it? The composer of the Maltese entry was Christopher Scicluna, and the lyricist is Moira Strafacci. And in fact, it's Moira and Chris who are going to be singing for Malta. That's Chris. It's Moira. Moira's 22, and Chris isn't. Plus qu'amour. That's not easy to say. More than love. That's your man. That's Anthony Chirkop. He'll be conducting this. Moira and Chris going at it like true Maltese. In a moment.
Up my heart, and I'm giving it to you.
That's a strong entry from Malta. Good song. The hall has woken up again. Now, maybe perhaps it's Cynthia and Gerry that did it.
Var ist die Zone, performed by Vilka Alberti.
First, though, let's take a look at the wild and rugged beauty of our landscape. Ireland, beautiful and natural.
You're so like yourself, Ger. This will introduce the Netherlands entry, which is Waar is de zon? Now, we have a little lesson here. What do you think that means? Where is the sun? Correct. That was a fish. Did you see that fish? Ireland naturally. Salmon lepping. Wink making. The Dunlewy, the folk park in County Donegal. They do the catching. The Irish butterfly. That's an Irish rabbit. Savage creatures. The Irish elk, which we thought was extinct. Still here in numbers. That's a carpet, I imagine. This will be the Netherlands entry. There's the lady herself, Holland's favourite grandmother. That's, what is that? It's a fox. Barry the fox, and Billy the Ballymena buzzard, and Beery the long-eared owl, and Barney the barn owl. And Varus the son. And Edwin Schwimmscheimer wrote this, and so did Kurt van Duisburg, and that's Harry van Hoof, without whom there wouldn't be a Eurovision Song Contest. I won't do it if Harry doesn't. This is herself, Willeke. Waar is de zon? For Holland. Eventually.
Waar ben je gebleven? Waar ging je naartoe? Ik heb nog geschreven, maar nu ben ik zo moe. Ik had me begraven, ik was alles kwijt. Mijn veilige haven, mijn vrede, mijn strijd. Waar is de zon die mij zal verwarmen? Waar zijn je armen en waar is de bron? Waar is het licht dat eindelijk zal schijnen, dat die kou doet verdwijnen? Ik zoek jouw gezicht. De pijn is verdwenen, maar de kilte die blijft. Ik wacht op dat ene, dat de stilte verdrijft. Ik wacht op een teken, een stem of een woord, dat dit zal doorbreken als jij me maar hoort. Maar waar is de zon die mij zal verwarmen? Waar zijn je armen en waar is de bron? Waar is het licht dat eindelijk zal schijnen, dat de kou doet verdwijnen? Ik zoek jouw gezicht en plotseling was jij daar. Ik zag je weer gaan. Ik keek nog opzij, maar jij bleef naast me staan. Je bleef naast me lopen, je ging weer mee naar huis. Mijn hart ging weer open, voel me weer thuis. Jij bent de zon die mij zal verwarmen. Jouw sterke armen, die vormen mijn bron. Jij bent het licht dat nu weer zal schijnen, dat de kou doet verdwijnen. Ik zie jouw gezicht.
See, I'm joined here in our tiny little booth by the lady who did such a brilliant job for the United Kingdom, Frances Raffel. How are you, Frances?
Hi, I'm fine, yeah.
Yeah. Did you feel good? You looked very relaxed and on top of it there.
Thank you, I felt great. I wasn't nervous at all for some reason.
So, what about the whole thing? You were nervous at the beginning of the week, I imagine, when you
Yes.
thought of the magnitude of this task ahead of you.
Yes, I was.
You were second in the betting. They think you've a really good chance of winning this.
And today I was first in the betting, which I really didn't like.
No, you don't want... What about the headpiece you were wearing? I failed to describe
Yes, it's
the
made out
ring
of,
and the
out of a coat hanger, I think.
Very nice. Very Celtic, Frances. Very Celtic. But you felt confident performing. You certainly looked.
I've done my best.
You can't do any more than
No,
that.
no more than that.
Now, the song that's coming up next is the one that, in the opinion of the bookies,
Yes.
is the one that's closest to you. What do you think of it? It's the German entry.
Well, this is going to be my first time on seeing it. I haven't seen it or heard it.
What's it like backstage? I mean, is there a lot of jealousy, or do you actually get to meet the other singers?
Everybody seems quite friendly, but I don't really hang around. Once I've rehearsed my song, I'm off, out of here.
Back to the nearest pub for a pint of Guinness?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've had a few. Francis Ruffell, we expect to see you at the end when they hand you the Grand Prix.
I hope so.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much.
Okay, there's the German conductor, you know him anyway. That's old Norbert Daum, you know. This is Mikado for Germany. They're giving the party. Eventually, here we go now. A lot of cheering in the hall for that. That's the German entry. 3 Liebchens from Germany. Mick Carr and goal. Cynthia. Bless her.
Next we have Slovakia with Nikonichna Piezen, performed by Martin Dorinda and Tublatanka. And now, the Liberties, the birthplace of Dublin, where the Vikings dropped anchor, the heart and soul of our capital.
There it is now, there's Dublin. The Liberties. Dublin means Duvlin, in Gaelic means dark pool, and it's the old dark brew here. And there's a lot of shopping goes on in Dublin. Old Irish silver there. Vikings came here as traders. There's another, I saw that fish last year. I was a member of Equity. And the whiskey, of course, that's an important. I haven't had one of those all day. It's an Irish paper boy. Dean Swift's St. Patrick's Cathedral. That's where he was the Dean 250 years ago. Liberties in the heart of Dublin. We'll then introduce the Slovakian entry, which has been well pronounced by Cynthia Mhurchú and is translated as Never-Ending Song. Tublatanka, one of Slovakia's most successful rock bands, at Christchurch Cathedral in the heart of Dublin, Viking Dublin. It's written by Martin Dorinda, who's singing, and Martin Sarvas. Conductor is Vladimir Valovich. Hi, Vlad. How you doing? Okay, this is the sort of rock band you thought had died. Top of the Pops, circa 1974. Slovakia. Number 15 that was, in case you're woken from something of a slumber. It's Armagh, the spiritual centre of Ireland. City of two cathedrals. St. Patrick with his first place of worship here. Two main churches, the Roman Catholic and the Church of Ireland, make this their ecclesiastical capital. It will introduce the Lithuanian entry, which is called Lopšina Mylimai. Yes, it is. Sweetheart's Lullaby. Who's that? Oh, it's Dean Swift again. That library there has a rare copy of Gulliver's Travels by Swift. This is a new visitor centre telling the story of saints and bishops. Gulliver himself. The flag of Lithuania. Good to see these new countries here. The man singing is Ovidius Vyšniauskas. A brave effort. A tough-looking bloke from a small, unpronounceable Lithuanian town. Sweetheart's Lullaby. The smell of your lips is like rain. To touch them is sinful. Good man. Who is this? The first haircut of the evening. That's Tomas Leiburas.
Sapnas mano į tave įeis. Likti tamsoje vienai neleis. Mano neliesta styga, tu man neliesta. Žiedai akis užmerki, tik tavo toks gilus dangus. Gėlės kaip ir tu, be meilės verkia ir sapnuoja tuos pačius sapnus. Mano neliesta styga, svaigų vyną naktyje. Mano neliesta styga, tu man neliesta. Mano svaigų vyną naktyje.
Pretty heartfelt from Lithuania. Here it is, here's the jacket.
Next up is Norway with the duet performed by Elisabeth Andreasen and Jan Werner Danielsen. But first, let's go with our Norwegian friends to our National Gallery, home to the works of great artists from Jack B. Yeats to Caravaggio.
He was from Cork, Caravaggio. The National Gallery. It will introduce the Norwegian entry, which is called Duet. Elisabeth Andreasson and Jan Werner Danielsson. That's the blind piper. Paul Henry's launching the Curragh and the very famous William Leach's Goose Girl. that's live art there. Cup of tea. It's hard to know how they're taking that. It's a dark one, that. That's the flag of Norway. And beneath it, the hard Elizabeth and Jan Werner. Elizabeth has won this contest before as part of Bobby Socks. Because you think Norway always got 0 points, but it won once, didn't it? They knitted those themselves. Now, this one's got pretty serious hair. I mean, that for a start. Then there's Elizabeth.
Med din sång strömmar varmen in, bringer vår till ett frossent syn. Genom is finner sången väg till en älv djupt in i mig. Isen går, älven vaknar upp, flommens kraft fyller sin och kropp. För som gråt från ett kildeväl inne i dig själv som bryter fri. Och nå att fossen fri och vild som danser av vild, en mäktig ström. Vi är ett med varmen i vårt blod, med styrkan i vår tro. Vi är en
Våg och ge, slipper våren lös. Sann i vår under allt som frös.
Flommen går i ett fossefall, våren i kristall bryter fram. Och då är fossen fri och vild som danser av vild, en mäktig ström. Vi är ett med varmen i vår blod, styrkan i vår tro. Vi är en sång fri som flammer i en dans, dött i sin åsans för första gång. Vi är ett med varmen i vår blod, med styrkan i vår tro. Vi är en
That was more like a toothpaste and shampoo advert. They got their own flags and they got the banners. And where are we now? This is Derry. And Gerry Anderson's matchless phrase, Stroke City. Derry, London Derry. Ulster's second city. That's the Foyle Bridge you saw earlier. It's a gateway for thousands of emigrants, Derry. Famine and siege. And in recent times, it's had its share of troubles. It's entirely appropriate that this should be introducing the Bosnia-Herzegovina entry. And I'm sure there'll be a great deal of sympathy in the hall, sympathetic support in the hall, and perhaps even in the voting for the Bosnian entry. Derry, London Derry. The two singers will be Alma Kadžić and Dejan Lazarević, the flag of the sad country. Alma and Dejan, both popular singers in their own country. They'll get a big hand as they come on. The song is called Ostani Kraj Mena. Stay with me. Conductor is Sinan Alimanovic. written by Edo and Adi Molahilovic.
Očima modra rijeka kojom mržnja neće poteći.
Tvoje srce zna one drage riječi što se daju ljubeći.
Godine korak po korak i sva bol će prestati.
Ostaće ova pjesma, ja i ti. Ostani kraj mene, sva moja nada to si ti,
sva moja snaga to si ti,
sva moja sreća i zato ostani.
That's the biggest hand of the night, obviously, for the Bosnian entry.
And next up is the Greek entry, Gerry, performed by Kostas Vigalis.
But first, can we take you through a city where we literally have more green space than we know what to do with?
What are green spaces? Dublin parks. Some of Europe's largest urban parks, the Phoenix Park, and there's a boat, and those are two. Dublin youngsters, and there's an even younger Dublin person. The Swan, the Dublin Swan, a Dublin sandwich, and they're making new Dubliners. And there's the hurling, the puck fodder. One of the most graceful, speedy games in the world. Those men are from Kilkenny. I'd know their jerseys anywhere. They've won something. It's the Greek entry, and it will be sung by Kostas Vigalis. There he is in the Kilkenny jersey, clinging to the come on, and the two girls are in the Derry shirts. It's called To Trechan Terry. Translates as 5 red grapes, a small fishing boat in Derry. It's him again. Did you see that? Noel Keelan sneaked in to conduct it for Greece.
πως θα φύγει, έγινα στο στόμα σου κρασί. Όμορφη που ήσουν το δίλη, μυρωμένη ανάσα σου δεν μου δώσες φιλί. Μες στο τρεκατήρι θάλασσα εγώ κι εσύ. Κοίτα μες στα μάτια και τραγούδα το κι εσύ. Πράσινο της θάλασσας το χρώμα, κόκκινα τα χείλη σου φωτιά. Όμορφη που ήταν η αγάπη, κάτω εμείς και πάνω ο ήλιος να γελά. Μες στο δεκατήρι θάλασσα εδώ κι εσύ. Κοίτα μες στα μάτια και τραγούδα το ξανά. Κι ο ήλιος έγειρε στη δύση να πλαγιάσει, κρύφτηκε πίσω από την πιο ψηλή κορφή. Στις αγκαλιά σου το απάνεμο λιμάνι, έριξα άγκυρα ως που ρόδισε η αυγή. Everybody! Μες στο τρεκατήρι θάλασσα εγώ κι εσύ. Κοίτα μες στα μάτια και τραγούδα το κι εσύ.
Jackets in the same place as Gerry Ryan. And the thigh-length boot is making a comeback in Greece, obviously. Not before time. We're at the fishing again here. Yates. He's everywhere. His sun-freckled face climbing up to a place where the stone is dark under froth, and the downturn of his wrist when the flies drop in the stream. A man who is but a dream. It's the fish again, lads. We've seen it about 4 times already. And the golf, of course. The swing not unlike my own, that fellow. Yes, indeed. I wonder how many takes that took. I'm sorry, cynical golfer's comment. As the sun goes down over the sea, Für den Frieden der Welt is the name of the Austrian entry for the peace of the world. And this piquant little thing, Petra Fry, a hotel management trainee, and she's 15. Very fetching, singing this song for Austria. And there is your man. He's back in again too. Hermann Weindorf, and his brother wrote the song. Petra Fry is going to sing it.
Sen bir rüyanın kanalı
Menschen, die fliehen und die keiner mehr hört. Dafür singe ich euch dieses Lied. Für den Frieden der Welt, für die Hoffnung nach Licht, für die Wahrheit, die keiner mehr sieht. Für die Menschen, die fliehen und die keiner mehr hört. Dafür singe ich euch dieses Lied. Dafür singe ich euch dieses Lied.
Herzen im Dunkel der Nacht, wann sehen sie wieder Licht? Wer gibt den Kindern ihr Lachen zurück, bevor ihre Hoffnung zerbricht?
Für den Frieden der Welt, für die Hoffnung nach Licht, für die Wahrheit, die keiner mehr sieht. Für die Menschen, die fliehen und die keiner mehr hört. Dafür singe ich euch dieses Lied. Und es darf nicht mehr sein, dass man Mut dazu braucht, um den anderen Liebe zu zeigen. Für den Frieden der Welt, für die Hoffnung nach Licht, für die Wahrheit, die keiner mehr sieht. Für die Menschen, die fliehen und die keiner mehr hört. Dafür singe ich euch dieses Lied. Dieses Lied.
Frei für die Frieden der Welt. The peace of the world. Courage, Camille. There is but 5 to go. Song 21 coming up.
Next, we have Spain with Ella No Es Ella, performed by Alejandro Abad. Now, if you thought Barcelona was hot, check this out. Dublin, the city that never sleeps.
I'm checking this out here. It's true, though. This place, everybody in Ireland thinks that they're living in the Mediterranean. And they're out at all hours of the night, walking the streets, going to clubs in the driving rain and snow. There is a marvellous vivacity about this town. They can start going to clubs about 2. They think they're in Spain. They honestly do. Go to clubs about 2, they come home about midday. And the work gets done. Alejandro Abad is going to be singing. There is a note here about him. Alejandro, that you've seen, is characterized by his determination to transcend fashion. This is very true. Spanish flag there. Alejandro's from Barcelona. Okay. The song is written by Alejandro, and indeed the words too. A man of many parts. He loves the work. Ella no es ella. It is not her. That's Josep Clobel, also from Barcelona. And here he is, wearing a jacket he made himself. But he just didn't have time to finish.
Soy un laberinto de indecisión. Cuando estoy con ella juego con mi imaginación. Ella me da su sonrisa y yo con mis prisas me suelo ahogar y le digo acabemos y ella persigue mis ratos de fuego. Ella no es ella, ella es la otra, la que me impulsa y está en mi memoria. La otra es la que nunca podré olvidar. No, ella no es ella, ella es la otra, la que me y quema mi ropa. sé que todo va peor. Y cuando pienso en la otra soy casi un dios. Ella me baja la luna y la otra despierta mi instinto animal. La otra es mi fortuna, mi musa desnuda, mi mejor remedio. Ella no es ella, ella es la otra, la que me impulsa y está en mi memoria. La otra es la que nunca podré olvidar. No, ella no es ella, ella es la otra, la que me excita y quema mi ropa. La otra es la piedra y yo el
Oh, muy buena suerte. Alejandro. Dublin. There's a lot of stuff about Dublin, isn't there? The rest of the country's going to be furious. This is Dublin sculpture. City celebrating its 1,000-year birthday a year ago, a couple of years ago. Dressing up a little. This is Ronan Gillespie's Blackrock Dolmen and Eamon O'Doherty's Clan Oid, which means the Tree of Gold. Henry Moore, reclining figures at Trinity College. Not the only things that recline. And of course, Anne Olivia Millennium Fountain in O'Connell Street is the floozy with the jacuzzi, as it is known affectionately. The sun goes down over O'Connell Street Bridge, and on comes the Hungarian flag. And there, behind the old Dublin sculptures, the lady who's going to be singing. Her name is Frederica Bayer. Kinnek Mondam El Veitkmet. Go on, argue with me. Who wouldn't hear the crowd still enthusiastic some 8 hours after we started? No, not at all. Not at all. Look, we cling to the wreckage for as long as you can. We're nearly there. That's a good song, the Hungarian entry. That's very nice.
Okay, next we have the Russian song, Eternal Wanderer, performed by Udif. But before that, feast your eyes on the splendid and magnificent Antrim coast, stretching along the northeastern seaboard of this island.
Let me just get the old binoculars in. There, I can see the Giant's Causeway, hurled there in a moment of languidity by Finn McCool, the Irish giant. Introducing the Russian Federation's entry. It's called Vyachny Stranik, Eternal Wanderer. That's the Irish for you, Eternal Wanderers. Vikings again. This is the smallest church in the country, St. Gabon's. There. Grand little place. Now this is more like it, as it were. There's the oldest distillery in the country, Bushmills. Oh, the old hot Bushmills and the warm turf fire. Sure, you wouldn't want better. That's the Russian Federation flag. There's the lady, Udif is her name. Well, actually, Pilgrim, that's the pseudonym. Her name is Mhurchú. She wrote and will sing the entry. The first entry ever from the Russian Federation. That's Lev Zemlinsky. Big hand for the Russians. Wait till you see this frock. This is the frock of the contest.
Ты не со мной сейчас, ты далеко, в разных мирах жить нелегко. Может быть, только сон может помочь увидеть тебя, коснуться рукой. И снова ночь уходит прочь, твой голос через моря. Наш дом хранит твое тепло, в нем пусто без тебя. В этом доме я вечный странник, я твоя судьба. Знаю, помнишь обо мне. Ты всегда в пути, но для тебя яркий свет в моем окне. Там далеко рассвет, в небе заря вновь полыхнет ярким цветком. В утренней тишине я не одна. День принесет встречу с тобой, и снова ночь уходит прочь, твой голос далеко, и я кричу тебе через моря. Наш дом хранит твое тепло, в нем пусто без тебя. В этом доме я вечный странник, я твоя судьба. Знаю, помнишь обо мне. Ты всегда в пути, но для тебя яркий свет в моем окне.
Some unkind Irishman said to me yesterday during rehearsal that that girl looked like a sun-dried tomato. that russet. Very good song from Russia. Nice starter. Now, all those of you who've been complaining about how long this is taking will be glad you stayed. Wait till you see the next one. Isn't this great? It's a tidy town. Flowers, bicycles, women saying, "Get that camera away from me." Dogs drowning. Larkin's pups, I knew that one. Harry O'Hare's place, old John O'Hanlon going in with Mr. McCabe's mate. The pint of stout and the oyster. And of course, the hop. You cannot eat oysters without a hop. And then you dance without spilling a drop of the stuff. All the best then. It's the Polish entry, and singing it is a lovely girl called Edyta Górniak, who didn't want any close-ups taken of her during television because she thought she was so ugly, which is the ultimate foolishness. To nie ja is the song. It's composed by Stanislav Sirevich, and the lyrics are by Jacek Cigan. It's him, popping up when you least expect him.
Świat mój, tak zwyczajny, pod niebem biało-czarnym. Ludzie są wycięci z szarych stron, ze środka ksiąg. choć mam łez, moich łez tylu łez. Jestem wodowy kochacz. Wiem, zanim w popiół się zmienię, chcę być wielkim płomieniem. Chcę się wzbić ponad świat hen, ogrzeć niebo marzenie.
Brownest Polish person I've ever seen. It's not me. From Yaya. For Poland. One more to go.
Before we go to the final song, Je suis un vrai garçon from France, performed by Nina Mhurchú. Let's check out the rattle and hum of an ever-changing city just outside the front door of this theatre in Dublin's Docklands.
Oh, don't be talking. Look at that now. Dublin's Docklands, major seaport, the Liffey there, quickly. I don't know how they're going to feel about this. I haven't seen any pictures of Limerick, or Cork, Kerry. There's more food everywhere, and Guinness. People playing guitars. There's an international financial services centre in Dublin that's proving extremely successful. We're not a million miles from that, we're just down the road a bit to the left. Probably missed us with that long shot. We're in a reconstituted train depot, and the signals are still in the hall of this point depot, an extraordinary place. There's the gamin who's going to be singing for France. She's going to be singing Je suis un vrai garçon. I'm a tomboy, you hear? And her name is Nina Mhurchú. There he is. That's Alain Goragwe. Now Nina is a sort of Sousson Gavroche, a morsel of Marceau, a flash of Les Folies, topped up with more than a hint of Streisand.
Je peux pas tout lui dire, je veux pas lui mentir. Je sais, je suis son amour. Forcément, y a des jours où c'est lourd, c'est lourd. Je suis un vrai garçon. Je suis un vrai garçon. Je suis celle qui t'ensorcelle. Je vais pas rentrer chez moi, lui raconter pourquoi j'aurais pas dû et comment j'ai pu. Je sais, je suis son amour. Forcément, y a des jours où c'est lourd, c'est lourd. Je suis un vrai garçon. Je suis un vrai garçon. Je suis celle qui t'ensorcelle. J'ai pas d'explication, c'est un autre qui m'a perdu ma raison. Je sais, je suis son amour, mais putain, y a des jours où c'est lourd, c'est lourd. Je suis un vrai garçon, je suis un c'est lourd. Je suis un vrai garçon. Je suis un vrai. C'est moi.
But that's the final song. When did we start this? 25 songs. We can only get bigger. We finished with the French entry. So very French it was too.
Well, there you have it.
Oh yes, indeed.
But before we get down to the real business of the evening, the voting, I would like to introduce to you an exciting and uniquely Irish performance, specially commissioned for tonight's show.
Tá léirú suúhanseach agan díobh dar tedal isce batha. Cuireann an cór anúna tús leis, agus leantar le téama na hawan I bhfuidim rinke le Jean Butler, Michael Flatley, agus cóluadar mór rinceoirí.
And now, my friends, Riverdance, a full-bodied orchestral dance piece composed by Bill Whelan, involving traditional Irish dancers, the Celtic Choir Anúna, and the magical dance partnership of Jean Butler and Michael Flatley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Riverdance.
You have ever seen.
Steady.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jean Butler and Michael Flatley.
Well, they have been brilliant. That is brilliant. Wonderful. You don't have to be Irish to love that.
Well, how do you follow something like that?
We'd stop.
Follow it, we will. The voting. First, ladies and gentlemen, some facts. For the past 38 years, we have made contact with the national juries only by telephone. Now, tonight, for the very first time, through the miracle of satellite television, we'll actually be able to see.
Pour la première fois, tous nos téléspectateurs découvrent simultanément, non seulement par le son, mais aussi par l'image, les votes des 25 jurys nationaux.
Right now, the national juries are making their final deliberations as to who will take home the Grand Prix tonight, and keeping an eye on proceedings once again to ensure that all the rules are adhered to will be Christian Clausen of the EBU. Welcome, Christian. It's very wonderful to have you with us.
Voici Christian Clausen de l'Union européenne de radio-télévision qui va s'assurer que tout s'effectue dans la plus stricte légalité. Et comme vous pouvez l'imaginer, la tension est à son comble dans les coulisses. Alors que je vous parle, les 25 jurys en sont au stade final de leur délibération.
The 25 juries can each award points from 1 to 8. They then can award 10 points and finally a maximum of 12. Now, in the event of a tie, and it can happen as you already know, the song that has received the most number of 12 points will be deemed the winner.
Chaque jury peut attribuer de 1 à 8 points, 10 points ou 12 qui est le maximum. S'il arrive que des participants terminent avec le même total, c'est le pays qui aura reçu le plus grand nombre de 12 qui gagnera. Tonight's winner will receive the Eurovision Trophy, a sculpture entitled Wavelength by the artist Grace Weir of the Temple Bar Gallery, expressing music as a common language unifying countries.
And so, to start the countdown, we call on the first international jury of the evening, Sweden.
Good evening, Stockholm. Good evening, Marianne. This is Dublin calling. May we have your votes, please?
Hello, Cynthia, and good evening, Dublin. This is Stockholm, and here are the votes of the Swedish jury. Austria, 1 point.
Austria, 1 point. L'Autriche, 1 point.
Greece, 2 points.
Greece, 2 points. La Grèce, 2 points.
France, 3 points.
France, 3 points. La France, 3 points.
Malta, 4 points.
Malta, 4 points. Malte, 4 points.
Portugal, 5 points.
Portugal, 5 points. Portugal, 5 points.
Germany, 6 points.
Germany, 6 points. L'Allemagne, 6 points.
Norway, 7 points.
Norway, 7 points. Norvège, 7 points.
Oh, a little bit of solidarity there.
Iceland, 8 points.
Iceland, 8 points. L'Islande, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland, 10 points. L'Irlande, 10 points.
Are we going to get the dues?
And finally, Hungary.
We got zip.
12 points.
Hungary, 12 points. La Hongrie, 12 points. Thank you very
And
much.
that completes the points of the Swedish jury.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Sweden.
much, Marianne, and good night.
And good night.
And now for the votes of the Finnish national jury, we go to Solveig, awaiting our call in
Helsinki, I think.
Correct.
It'll be
Good evening,
Helsinki, yes. Yes, there she is.
Good evening, Cynthia and Gerry.
Good evening. May we have your votes, please?
Yes, here are the votes of the Finnish jury. Iceland, 1 point.
Iceland, 1 point. Iceland, 1 point.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 2 points.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 2 points. Bosnie-Herzegovine, 2 points.
Germany, 3 points.
Germany, 3 points. Allemagne, 3 points.
Greece, 4 points.
Greece, 4 points. Grèce, 4 points.
Portugal, 5 points.
Portugal, 5 points. Portugal, 5 points.
Malta, 6 points.
Malta, 6 points. Malta, 6 points.
Ireland, 7 points.
Ireland, 7 points. Ireland, 7 points.
Poland, 8 points.
Poland, 8 points. Pologne, 8 points.
Cyprus, 10 points.
Cyprus, 10 points. Chypre, 10
We're
points.
going to get the dues.
And we too give our final points.
Hungary.
Hungary, 12 points.
We haven't got a point yet.
12 points go to Hungary. Hungary,
Zip over
12
us so
points.
far. Hungary's in the lead.
Thank you,
was all from
Sweden,
Helsinki.
and good evening.
It's going to be a bizarre evening, lads.
Go to our Irish jury and Trasna na Liffa to Eileen Dunn in RT. Eileen will ship Bionecher.
Tá go Devon, Cynthia. Dies Maríomh go léir Holland sin, Seoljanas Turry Jure na Héran. Here now are the votes of the Irish jury. United Kingdom, 1 point.
United Kingdom, 1 point.
Hurrah, that's our first point.
Un point.
First point for the United
France,
Kingdom.
2 points.
France, 2 points. La France, 2 points.
Norway, 3 points.
Norway, 3 points. Norvège, 3 points.
Russia, 4 points.
Russia, 4 points. La Russie, 4 points.
Germany, 5 points.
Germany, 5 points. L'Allemagne, 5 points.
Iceland, 6 points.
Iceland, 6 points. L'Islande, 6 points.
Poland, 7 points.
Poland, 7 points. Pologne, 7 points.
Portugal, 8 points.
Portugal, 8 points. La Portugal, 8 points.
Malta, 10 points.
Malta, 10 points. Malte, 10 points.
And finally, Hungary, 12 points.
Another 12.
Points.
Hungary's running away with it.
12 points.
3 top
And that
marks.
completes the vote of the Irish jury.
Next
Ian
year
Waffle.
in Budapest.
And right off, we can see Hungary in the lead there at 36 points. And we now go to Nicosia, where I hope Anne is waiting to give us the votes of the Cypriot national jury. Good evening, Nicosia.
Good evening, Dublin.
May we have your votes, please?
Yes, here are the results of the Cyprus jury. Poland, 1 point.
Poland, 1 point. Pologne, 1 point.
Malta, 2 points.
Malta, 2 points. Malta, 2 points.
Russia, 3 points.
Russia, 3 points. Russie, 3 points. Pardon, 3 points.
France, 4 points.
France, 4 points. France, 4 points.
United Kingdom, 5 points.
The United Kingdom, 5 points.
getting better.
Wyoming, 5 points.
Germany, 6 points.
Germany 6 points. Allemagne 6 points.
Austria, 7 points.
Austria 7 points. Autriche 7 points.
Ireland, 8 points.
Ireland 8 points. Irlande 8 points.
Norway, 10 points.
Norway 10 points. Norvège 10 points.
Is Hungary going to get the 12?
And Greece, 12
Greece.
points.
Now that is not entirely unpredictable. Cyprus always vote heavily for Greece, and vice versa.
The results of the Cyprus jury.
Hungary in the lead.
Thank you, Cyprus.
And with Hungary in the
No
lead,
marks.
we're heading northwards to Iceland. The Icelandic
No
jury are
marks for
standing by
Hungary
in
there.
Reykjavik, and
Having got
Sigurdir
3
is there, I
12s,
hope.
they got zip.
Good evening, Sigurdir.
Good evening, Dublin.
May we have your votes, please?
This is Reykjavik calling, and here are the results of the Icelandic jury. Norway, 1 point.
Norway, 1 point. Norvège, 1 point.
Sweden, 2 points.
Sweden, 2 points. Suède, 2 points.
Cyprus, 3 points.
Cyprus, 3 points. Chypre, 3 points.
Russia, 4 points.
Russia, 4 points. La Russie, 4 points.
France, 5 points.
France, 5 points. La France, 5 points.
Poland, 6 points.
Poland, 6 points. Pologne, 6 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany, 7 points. L'Allemagne, 7 points.
Portugal, 8 points.
Portugal, 8 points. Portugal, 8 points.
Hungary, 10 points.
Hungary, 10 points. La Hongrie, 10 points.
And finally, Ireland.
We got nothing there either, lads. Ireland, however, got the 12. In second place with 37 points to Hungary's 46.
Good night, Reykjavik.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Popular vote, as you can already tell from the noise here in the auditorium. We now go to Colin for the votes of the United Kingdom National Jury in London. Good evening, London.
A very good evening to Cynthia and Gerry. Indeed, greetings to all of you over there in Dublin. This is BBC London. Here are the results of the United Kingdom jury.
Thank you.
Firstly, Malta, 1 point.
Malta, 1 point. Malte, 1 point.
Hungary, 2 points.
Hungary, 2 points. Hongrie, 2 points.
Austria, 3 points.
Austria, 3 points. Autriche, 3 points.
Norway, 4 points.
Norway, 4 points. Norvège, 4 points.
Russia, 5 points.
Russia, 5 points. Russie, 5 points.
Iceland, 6 points.
Iceland, 6 points. Islande, 6 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany, 7 points. Allemagne, 7 points.
Portugal, 8 points.
Portugal, 8 points. Portugal, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland, 10 points. Irlande, 10 points.
And Poland, 12 points.
And finally, Poland get the 12. Poland, 12 points. Pologne, 12 points.
How things can change very quickly in this contest. Hungary are only leading by 1 from Ireland now.
Good night, London.
We're just about a quarter
United
way through our
Kingdom is
voting. Let's
way
take a look
down
at the
at 6
leaderboard.
points.
As you can see there, Hungary are in first position on 48 points, and they're followed very closely by Ireland in second place on 47 points. So, not much between them. We're going to move ahead now with the Croatian national jury who are in Zagreb. And Helga, are you there? This is Dublin calling. Could we have your votes, please?
Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Gerry. This is Zagreb speaking. And a very good evening to each and everyone in Dublin.
And good evening
and
to you.
And here are the votes of the Croatian jury. We start with Russia, 1 point.
Russia, 1 point. La Russie, 1 point.
And we go on to Austria, 2 points.
Austria, 2 points. L'Autriche, 2 points.
Norway, 3 points.
Norway, 3 points. Norvège, 3 points.
Bosnia and Herzegovina, 4 points.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 4 points. La Bosnie-Herzégovine, 4 points.
Hungary, 5 points.
Hungary, 5 points. La Hongrie, 5 points.
United Kingdom, 6 points.
United
At
Kingdom,
last.
6 points. Royaume-Uni,
Bless you,
5
Croatia.
points.
Malta, 7 points.
Malta, 7 points. Malte, 7 points.
Poland, 8 points.
Poland, 8 points. La Pologne, 8 points.
Germany, 10 points.
Germany, 10 points. L'Allemagne, 10 points.
Who's going to get the big dues?
And last not least, Ireland.
Could it be 3 on the trot? That puts them in the lead by 6 over Hungary. Those are the delighted Irish singers. That's the delighted Director General of Irish Television.
We are noted for our precipitate celebrations.
Well, they're not going to forget Helga in a hurry.
No, they're not in a hurry. And now we call in Isabel, representing the Portuguese national jury in Lisbon. Good evening, Lisbon.
Good evening, Dublin. This is Lisbon, this year the Portuguese capital of culture. And so we wish to welcome you all in Lisbon.
Well, indeed,
and
thank you.
Now, the results of the Portuguese jury. Starting with Hungary, 1 point.
Hungary, 1 point.
Extraordinary voting.
Hungary,
Russia?
1 point. May I just
Russia?
ask, Portugal, may I just ask you to just take the voting just a tad slower, just a little more slowly, please.
Okay.
You may continue.
Russia, 2 points.
Russia, 2 points. Russie, 2 points.
Iceland, 3 points.
Iceland, 3 points. Iceland, 3 points.
Malta, 4 points.
Malta, 4 points. Malte, 4 points.
Cyprus, 5 points.
Cyprus, 5 points. Chypre, 5 points.
France, 6 points.
France, 6 points. France, 6 points.
Poland, 7 points.
Poland, 7 points. Pologne, 7 points.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
The United Kingdom, 8
That's
points.
beginning to make
Wyoming,
it a little
3
bit more
points.
decent.
Germany, 10 points.
Germany, 10 points. Allemagne, 10
They were
points.
favourites in the betting at some
And
stage.
finally,
Coming up now.
Ireland.
It looks like Ireland's here again. Beginning to stretch away.
Ireland, 12 points. Irland, 10 points. Well, I can barely hear you with the expression of delight here in the audience, Isabel. Good night and thank you,
17 points in
Lisbon.
the difference
With
now.
Ireland in the lead on
we
71
just saw Charlie
points.
McGettigan and Hall and the rest of the guys. Don't open the champagne yet, boys, though. It's too early.
We're going to head to Switzerland next, to the Swiss jury. We're standing by in Zurich, and Sandra is there. Good evening, Sandra. Could we have your
Good
votes,
evening,
please?
Dublin. Here are the results of the Swiss jury. Norway, 1 point.
Norway, 1 point. Norvège, 1 point.
Cyprus, 2 points.
Cyprus, 2 points. Chypre, 2 points.
Iceland, 3 points.
Iceland, 3 points. L'Islande, 3 points.
Hungary, 4 points.
Hungary, 4 points. Hongrie, 4 points.
Portugal, 5 points.
Portugal, 5 points. Portugal, 5 points.
Malta, 6 points.
Malta, 6 points. Malte, 6 points.
Sweden, 7 points.
Sweden, 7 points. Suède, 7 points.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
United Kingdom, 8
Keep
points.
going, we're coming up on the
Royaume-Uni,
rails.
8 points.
Long way to go, though, haven't we?
Poland, 10 points.
Who's going to get the
Poland,
12?
10 points. Pologne, 10
Looks like
points.
Ireland again.
And finally, Ireland.
Ireland, 12 points. Ireland, 10 points.
I'm sure this means Ireland gets to keep the Eurovision if they win it.
Minister Michael D. Higgins there in an early state of jubilation. But I do counsel you, whether you're watching at home or indeed in the auditorium, we are at a very early stage in the voting. Now, time to take in the votes of the Estonian national jury. We go to Tallinn. Good evening, Irve.
Good evening, Dublin.
Lovely to have you with
Tallinn
us.
calling.
May we have your votes, please?
Yes. Russia, 1 point.
Can I ask you to repeat your first vote, please, Talene?
Russia, 1 point.
Russia, 1 point. Russie, 1 point.
Sweden, 2 points.
Sweden, 2 points. La Suède, 2 points.
Germany, 3 points.
Germany, 3 points. Allemagne, 3 points.
Hungary, 4 points.
Hungary, 4 points. Hongrie, 4 points.
United Kingdom, 5 points.
The United Kingdom, 5 points. Wyoming, 5 points.
France, 6 points.
France, 6 points. France, 6 points.
Malta, 7 points.
Malta, 7 points. Malte, 7 points.
Norway, 8 points.
Norway, 8 points. Norvège, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland, 10 points. Irlande, 10 points.
Poland, 12 points.
Poland, 12 points. Pologne, 12 points.
Well, Ireland stretching away, but closest contender is Poland now. Hungary started like they were going to walk away with it, and scoring's been a little less for them over the last few countries' votes.
The Romanian national jury who are standing by in Bucharest. Christina, good evening. May we have your votes, please?
Yes, hello Dublin, hello Cynthia and Gerry.
Good evening.
Here are the votes of the Romanian jury.
Oh, yes.
Austria, 1 point.
Austria, 1 point. L'Autriche, 1 point.
Hungary, 2 points.
Hungary, 2 points. La Hongrie, 2 points.
Russia, 3 points.
Russia, 3 points. La Russie, 3 points.
Norway, 4 points.
Norway, 4 points. Norvège, 4 points.
Spain, 5 points.
Spain, 5 points. L'Espagne, 5 points.
That takes Spain off the floor.
Greece, 6 points.
Greece, 6 points. La Grèce, 6 points.
Voting always astounds me.
Poland, 7 points.
Poland, 7 points.
Poland doing
Pologne,
well now.
7 points.
Ireland, 8 points.
Yeah, they're disappointed they didn't get a 10 or a 12.
8 points.
Malta, 10 points.
Malta, 10 points. Malte, 10 points.
And Germany, 12 points.
Germany, 12 points. L'Allemagne, 12 points.
We got the big duck for that too,
And that
didn't we?
completes the votes of the Romanian jury.
Thank you very much, Christina,
Well,
and good
Ireland
night.
is stretching ever further ahead.
Well, two very important positions to watch. Ireland admittedly in the lead with 101 points, but also thanks to Romania, Spain are on the board for the first time this evening. And now we go for the votes of the Maltese national jury to ATAR. Good evening, John.
Good evening. Hello, Dublin. Good evening, Cynthia and Gerry. This is Third Malta calling. These are the votes of the Maltese jury.
Thank you very much indeed.
Portugal, 1 point.
1 point. Portugal, 1 point.
Poland, 2 points.
Poland, 2 points. Pologne, 2 points.
Sweden, 3 points.
Sweden, 3 points. La Suède, 3 points.
Greece, 4 points.
Greece, 4 points. Grèce, 4 points.
Ireland, 5 points.
Ireland,
Oh, they don't
5
like that.
points. Irlande, 5 points.
They're drunk with it
Romania,
now.
6 points.
Romania, 6 points. Romania,
That's another duck
6
broken.
points.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 7 points.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 7 points. Bosnia-Herzegovina,
There are still 7 ducks on that board.
Switzerland, 8 points.
Switzerland, 8 points. Swiss, 8
Don't
points.
forget the last 6 countries get
Croatia.
relegated.
10 points.
Croatia, 10 points. Croatie, 10 points.
And finally, Slovakia, 12 points.
Slovakia, 12 points. Slovakia, 12 points. That produced the votes.
How bizarre.
Thank you, John.
Well, we're just halfway through the voting at this stage, so let's take a look at the leaderboard.
This is why we love the
As you can see,
Eurovision.
Ireland in the lead on 106.
We won't see voting like this anywhere.
At this stage too.
Followed by Poland on 80 points, and there you can see the boys singing, Charlie and Paul.
And now we move on with the rest of our votes.
Yes, we're going to move to Netherlands, to the Dutch national jury in Hilversum. Good evening, Joep. Could we have your votes, please?
Good evening, Dublin. This is Hilversum calling, and here are the results of the Dutch jury. Malta, 1 point.
Malta, 1 point. Malte, 1 point.
United Kingdom, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 2 points. Royaume-Uni, 2 points.
Portugal, 3 points.
Portugal, 3 points. Portugal, 3 points.
Germany, 4 points.
Germany, 4 points. L'Allemagne, 4 points.
Russia, 5 points.
Russia, 5 points. La Russie, 5 points.
Sweden, 6 points.
Sweden, 6 points. Suède, 6 points.
Norway, 7 points.
Norway, 7 points. Norvège, 7 points.
Poland, 8 points.
Poland, 8 points. Pologne, 8 points.
Hungary, 10 points.
Hungary, 10 points. La Hongrie, 10 points.
And last but not least, Ireland.
Well, it is very early days yet, but it's beginning to look like Ireland's Eurovision again. That's Albert Reynolds, the Taoiseach.
Taoiseach Albert Reynolds and his wife, they're celebrating, everybody getting into a, well, almost opening the bottle of champagne. But do remember that we're only halfway through our scoring. Now we continue.
With Germany.
With Germany. And the votes of the German national jury in Dresden. Good evening, Carmen.
Hello, good evening, Dublin. This is Dresden calling. And here are the results of the German jury.
Thank you.
Greece, 1 point.
Greece, 1 point. Grèce, 1 point.
Norway, 2 points.
Norway, 2 points. Norvège, 2 points.
Malta, 3 points.
Malta, 3 points. Malte, 3 points.
United Kingdom, 4 points.
For the United Kingdom, 4 points. Wyoming,
I'm going to stick my
4
neck out and
points.
say that I don't think that this year is
Sweden,
the United Kingdom's
5
year.
points.
Sweden,
I don't
5
think
points.
that we can win from here.
5 points.
I think we'd be lucky
Russia,
to avoid
6
relegation.
points.
Russia, 6 points. Russie, 6 points.
Hungary, 7 points.
Hungary, 7 points. Hongrie, 7 points.
France, 8 points.
France, 8 points. France, 8 points.
Poland, 10 points.
Poland, 10 points. Poland, 10 points.
And finally, Ireland, 12
Okay, lads, we can pack it up and go home.
12 points. Ireland, 10 points.
In second place, Poland with 98, but the clear leader by a mile, by an Irish mile. Ireland, again, Arish. Where will we go next year, lads?
Well, I can tell you it's really hopping up in the point depot this evening at this point, but we're going to move swiftly ahead to Slovakia and to Bratislava. Juraj is there, or Jura. I'm not too sure how to pronounce your name, Jura. May we have your votes, please?
Good evening, Dublin, Bratislava calling. Here are the results of the Slovak jury. Iceland, 1 point.
Iceland, 1 point. L'Islande, 1 point.
Spain, 2 points.
Spain, 2 points. L'Espagne, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points. Royaume-Uni, 3 points.
Poland, 4 points.
Poland, 4 points. Pologne, 4 points.
Greece, 5 points.
Greece, 5 points. La Grèce, 5 points.
Ireland, 6 points.
Ireland, 6 points. L'Irlande, 6
Oh, if they
points.
don't get 12 points here, now they go
Germany,
mad.
7 points.
Germany 7 points. L'Allemagne 7 points.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 8 points.
Bosnia-Herzegovina 8 points. Bosnie-Herzégovine 8 points.
Malta, 10 points.
Malta 10 points. Malte 10 points.
And Croatia, 12 points.
Croatia 12 points.
And just a kind of hint
of
partiality there.
Gerry. Good evening, Dublin.
I wouldn't like to
Good evening,
suggest
Bratislava.
anything.
Thank you very much.
OK, I mean, you don't need a calculator to figure out where it's going at the moment. Ireland in the lead at 136 points. We move on now for the votes of the Lithuanian national jury to Gaetana in Vilnius. Good evening, Vilnius.
Hello, Dublin.
May we have your votes,
Online.
please?
Okay, here are the results of the Lithuanian jury. Norway, 1 point.
Norway, 1 point. Norvège, 1 point.
Romania, 2 points.
Romania, 2 points. Romanie, 2 points.
Iceland, 3 points.
Iceland, 3 points. Islande, 3 points.
Germany, 4 points.
Germany, 4 points. Allemagne, 4 points.
Sweden, 5 points.
Sweden, 5 points. La Suède, 5 points.
Russia, 6 points.
Russia, 6 points. Russie, 6 points.
Malta, 7 points.
Malta, 7 points. Malta, 7 points.
France, 8 points.
France, 8 points. France, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland, 10 points. Irlande, 10 points.
Poland, 12 points.
And finally, Poland, 12 points. Pologne, 12 points.
A long way behind,
Thank
though.
you, Vilnius, and good night.
Long way behind Poland, long way behind Ireland.
In the green room, we can see the Polish getting into the spirit of celebration.
We move now to our Norwegian jury. They're in Oslo. Good evening, Sverre. This is Dublin calling. May we have your votes, please, Sverre?
Good evening, Cynthia. Yes, indeed, these are the points of the Norwegian jury. Germany, 1 point.
Germany, 1 point. L'Allemagne, 1 point.
United Kingdom, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 2 points. Royaume-Uni, 2 points.
Russia, 3 points.
Russia, 3 points. La Russie, 3 points.
Greece, 4 points.
Greece, 4 points. La Grèce, 4 points.
Cyprus, 5 points.
Cyprus, 5 points. Chypre, 5 points.
Poland, 6 points.
Poland, 6 points. Pologne, 6 points.
France, 7 points.
France, 7 points. La France, 7 points.
Hungary, 8 points.
Hungary, 8 points. La Hongrie, 8 points.
Sweden, 10 points.
Sweden, 10 points. La Suède, 10 points.
And finally, Ireland, 12
I think it's time to take the early bath. Poland at 38 points adrift and everyone else is nowhere.
Steady, troops, steady. Let's have a look at the leaderboard and get the official countdown. Ireland,
Here we
most
go,
assuredly
here
at
we
the top
go,
with
here we
158 points. What you think we were in New York already, or Orlando, eh? Poland, 120, and Hungary, third with 89 points.
Et maintenant, nous allons passer au prochain jury, qui est le jury bosnien, qui est à Sarajevo. Bonsoir, Diana, ici Dublin. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Bonsoir, Dublin, ici Sarajevo.
Bonsoir. You're most welcome.
Voici le résultat du jury de la Bosnie-Herzégovine.
Attendez un moment, s'il vous plaît. Attendez un moment. Vous pouvez recommencer, s'il vous plaît. Vous pouvez recommencer, s'il vous plaît.
Voici le résultat du jury de la Bosnie-Herzégovine. Finlande, 1 point.
Finlande, 1 point. Finland, 1 point.
France, 2 points.
Pardon, encore une fois.
France, 2 points.
So there's only 3 countries with duck
France,
eggs
2 points.
left. Estonia,
Hongrie,
Netherlands and
3
Lithuania.
points.
Hongrie, 3 points. Hungary, 3 points.
Royaume-Uni, 4 points.
Royaume-Uni, 4
That
points.
seems to be the
United
average
Kingdom,
score for the
4
United
points.
Kingdom. Not a great year for us.
Autriche,
3s and 4s.
5 points.
Autriche, 5 points. Austria, 5 points.
Norvège, 6 points.
Norvège, 6 points. Norway, 6 points.
Allemagne, 7 points.
Allemagne, 7 points. Germany, 7 points.
Pologne, 8 points.
Pologne, 8 points. Poland, 8 points.
Irlande, 10 points.
Irlande, 10 points. Ireland, 10 points.
Et enfin, Malte, 12 points.
Malte, 12 points.
Top mark from
Malta,
Bosnia goes to
12
Malta.
points.
C'était le rapport du vote du jury de la Bosnie-Herzégovine.
Merci beaucoup,
Au
Diane.
revoir, Dublin.
Merci beaucoup, Diane, et bonsoir.
Malta, I say.
Now for the votes of the Greek national jury. We go to Fotini in Athens. Good evening, Athens. May we have your votes, please?
Καλησπέρα σας από την Αθήνα. Hello, Dublin. This is Athens calling. Here are the results of the Greek jury. Norway, 1 point.
Norway, 1 point. Norvège, 1 point.
Estonia, 2 points.
Estonia, 2 points.
That's Estonia up off the boards. Only one duck, so
Slovakia,
2 ducks left.
3
Lithuania and
points.
Netherlands.
Slovakia, 3 points. Slovakie, 3 points.
Russia, 4 points.
Russia, 4 points. Russie, 4 points.
Croatia, 5 points.
Croatia, 5 points. Croatie, 5 points.
Romania, 6 points.
Romania, 6 points. Romanie, 6 points.
Malta, 7 points.
Malta with 7 points. Malta, 7 points.
Spain, 8 points.
Spain, 8 points. Espagne, 8 points.
Finland, 10 points.
It's only had 1 point so far from all the countries. The one gets 10 points from Greece.
And Cyprus,
12 points. Cyprus gave the top mark to Greece, and Greece gives the top mark to Cyprus.
Good evening, Greece. Thank you for your vote.
Makes it a bit of a joke. Well, more of a joke than
And
it
before
already
you
is.
move on to the Austrian jury, I'd like to welcome Estonia and congratulate them. Their first score of the evening. Congratulations, Estonia. Well done, first
Estonia.
score.
Now we go for the votes of the Austrian national jury in Vienna. Good evening, Vienna. Tilia, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
May we have your votes,
Good evening,
please?
Dublin. Here are the results of the Austrian jury. United Kingdom, 1 point.
Oh,
The
good.
United Kingdom, 1 point.
Thank you, Vienna.
Wyoming, 1 point.
Germany, 2 points.
Germany, 2 points. Allemagne, 2 points.
Iceland, 3 points.
Iceland, 3 points. Islande, 3 points.
Netherlands, 4 points.
The Netherlands, 4 points. Les Pays-Bas,
Only poor old Lithuania left.
Sweden, 5 points.
Sweden, 5 points. La Suède, 5 points.
Russia, 6 points.
Russia, 6 points. Russie, 6 points.
France, 7 points.
France, 7 points. France, 7 points.
Hungary, 8 points.
Hungary, 8 points. Hongrie, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland, 10 points. Irland, 10
Who does the
points.
12 go to?
And Poland, 12 points.
Poland get the 12. They've been chasing
And that
Ireland.
defeats the points of the
Vienna,
Fairly
other.
futile
may I
chase.
just hold you for one moment? Could you please
Sure.
repeat your final vote for me?
Sorry, Poland, 12 points.
Thank you very much. Poland, 12 points. Poland, 12 points.
50 points.
Good night,
in it.
Vienna.
No,
Good
sorry.
night, Tilia.
Good night.
Good night, Vienna.
Le
I
prochain
wanted to say
jury
that for
est le
years.
jury espagnol à Madrid. Bonsoir Maria, ici Dublin. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Bonsoir Cynthia, bonsoir Gerry.
Bonsoir.
Voici la votation du jury espagnol. Suède, 1 point.
Suède, 1.
Su-
Excusez-moi. Suède, 1 point. Sweden, 1 point.
Suisse, 2 points.
Suisse, 2 points. Switzerland, 2 points.
Royaume-Uni, 3 points.
Royaume-Uni, 3 points. United Kingdom, 3 points.
Chypre, 4 points.
Chypre, 4 points. Cyprus, 4 points.
Norvège, 5 points.
Norvège, 5 points. Norway, 5 points.
Islande, 6 points.
Islande, 6 points. Iceland, 6 points.
Bosnie-Herzégovine, 7 points.
Bosnie-Herzégovine, 7 points. Bosnia-Herzegovina, 7 points.
Allemagne, 8 points.
Allemagne, 8 points. Germany, 8 points.
Irlande, 10 points.
Irlande, 10 points. Ireland, 10 points.
Et Portugal, 12 points.
Portugal, 12 points. Portugal, 12 points.
Yes, I'm surprised Portugal hasn't done better. Very good singer.
Bonsoir à Madrid.
And I did expect Germany to be challenging for the lead.
Anybody who understands anything about betting odds, it is actually still at the moment between Poland and Ireland. There are no runaway winners as yet. We still have Hungary, Russia, Poland and France to call in. Cynthia.
Hungary.
And now we go for the votes of the Hungarian national jury. I call in Ivan in Budapest. Good evening, Ivan.
Good evening. All the best, to everybody who is watching the transmission. And here are the results of the Hungarian jury. Bosnia-Herzegovina, 1 point.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, 1 point. Bosnie-Herzegovine, 1 point.
Sweden, 2 points.
Sweden, 2 points. La Suède, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points.
The United Kingdom, 3 points. Wyoming, 3 points.
Greece, 4 points.
Greece, 4 points. Grèce, 4 points.
Norway, 5 points.
Norway, 5 points. Norvège, 5 points.
Russia, 6 points.
Russia, 6 points. Russie, 6 points.
Portugal, 7 points.
Portugal, 7 points. Portugal, 7 points.
Poland, 8 points.
Poland, 8 points. Pologne, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland, 10 points. Irland.
Well, I think they know they have it now with a great certainty.
And finally,
that's it.
Germany, 12 points.
Where to now? We've been to Cork. And we've been to Dublin.
Hungary, can I confirm that your final vote goes to Germany, 12 points? Is
Germany, 12 points.
Thank you. Thank you, Edward. Germany, 12 points. Allemagne, 12 points. Charlie McGettigan, good night.
They're already standing. They're already standing in the green.
We have the head of the Irish delegation there, Anita Notaro. In fact, last year's Eurovision director there, telling the lads to just calm down. Take it easy, boys. It's not over yet.
Russia are standing by the Russian national jury in Moscow. Good evening, Arena. This is Dublin calling. May we have your votes, please?
Good evening. Hello, Dublin. Moscow calling. Here is the results of Russian jury. Iceland, 1 point.
Iceland, 1 point. L'Islande, 1 point.
Cyprus, 2 points.
Cyprus, 2 points. Chypre, 2 points.
Hungary, 3 points.
Hungary, 3 points. La Hongrie, 3 points.
Portugal, 4 points.
Portugal, 4 points. Portugal, 4 points.
United Kingdom, 5 points.
United Kingdom, 5 points. Royaume-Uni, 5
Well, I
points.
think we've climbed out of the relegation
Poland,
zone.
6 points.
Poland, 6 points. Pologne, 6 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany, 7 points. L'Allemagne, 7 points.
Norway, 8 points.
Norway, 8 points. Norvège, 8 points.
France, 10 points.
That's a surprise, 10
points. La France, 10 points.
Ireland.
They're into the 200s, lads. This is a runaway. And they're the winning singers, of course. Paul Harrington, Charlie McGettigan, composer Brendan Graham, Wrap the green flag round me, boys. The president trying to look calm.
We have 2 more countries. I know the temptation to. And I'll just explain for the international audience. We have a song here in Ireland called Ole, Ole, Ole. When we get excited, we start singing.
It's an old Irish word, that Ole.
Not just yet.
It's time to go to Warsaw for the votes of the Polish national jury. Jan, good evening. May we have your votes, please?
Good evening, Dublin. This is Warsaw calling.
Nice to have you with us.
These are the results of the Polish jury. Portugal, 1 point.
Portugal, 1 point. Portugal, 1 point.
Is Lithuania to be left with nothing?
Greece, 2 points.
Greece, 2 points. Grèce, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points.
The United Kingdom, 3 points.
That's been our score all evening, 3 or 4.
Iceland, 4 points.
Iceland, 4 points. Iceland, 4 points.
Cyprus, 5 points.
Cyprus, 5 points. Chypre, 5 points.
France, 6 points.
France, 6 points. France, 6 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany, 7 points. Allemagne, 7 points.
Ireland, 8 points.
Ireland, 8 points. Ireland, 8 points.
Russia, 10 points.
Russia, 10 points. Russie, 10 points.
And finally, Hungary, 12 points.
Hungary gets the 12 points.
Hungary, that started so well, and looked like they were going to run away with it after the first 3 countries voted.
Good night, Jan.
That completes the points of the Polish
Are
jury.
now in 3rd position.
Well, I know that Ireland have 218 points, but we have one final jury to go to, and they're the French jury, le jury français, qui est à Paris. Bonsoir Laurent, comment allez-vous? Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Bonsoir Dublin, voici les résultats de vote du jury français. Russie, 1 point.
Russie, 1 point. Russia, 1 point.
Espagne, 2 points.
Espagne, 2 points. Spain, 2 points.
Chypre, 3 points.
Chypre, 3 points. Cyprus, 3 points.
Islande, 4 points.
Islande, 4 points. Iceland, 4 points.
Suisse, 5 points.
Suisse, 5 points. Switzerland, 5 points.
Portugal, 6 points.
Portugal, 6 points. Portugal, 6 points.
Hongrie, 7 points.
Hongrie, 7 points. Hungary, 7 points.
Irlande, 8 points.
Irlande, 8 points. Ireland, 8 points.
Bosnie, 10 points.
Bosnie-Herzégovine, 10 points. Bosnia-Herzegovina, 10 points.
Et enfin, Pologne, 12 points.
Pologne,
That finishes
12
it.
points. Poland,
France's final mark goes to Poland in 2nd place with 166. I think you've probably gathered who's won. They've been in the lead from halfway down the first list, and they've never looked challenged, really. Ireland have done it. They can do this. They know how to win this contest, and they've won it for the 3rd time in succession. Unprecedented. And they're quite pleased. This probably means that they're going to go on and win the Football World Cup as well. And old Gerry Ryan put the idea in their heads to sing Ole, Ole, Ole. And they're suiting the action to the word. We'll be here all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen and heard, we have a result. Ireland are the winners of this year's Eurovision Song Contest.
Congratulations to Ireland. Congratulations to Paul Harrington, Charlie McGettigan. I have to admit to being quite pleased. Fantastic. Apart from Francis Ruffell, Who else would we have preferred to win it? They will come out, of course, and receive the Grand Prix specially designed award in the dark from the look of it. They have to come up from behind the point depot. Here they come. Centre stage. I'm drinking a little glass of the other two lads myself. What are they waving at us? That cabbage. The excitement here is fantastic. That is amazing. Look at that. And another thing they know how to do in this country, apart from winning Eurovision Song Contest, is enjoying themselves. And they'll be doing that for at least a week. That's Paul Harrington, who's sitting at the piano. They'll reprise the song, of course, before we go. Rock and Roll Kids is the winner. We've yet to see the winning composer, Brendan Graham. They always thought that they could win it. That's on Taoiseach. Albert Reynolds. It's no use. It's no use trying to make sense of this.
And to present this year's Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome last year's winner, Niamh Kavanagh.
Listen, you do it every year in Ireland. What do you think? I love it here anyway. They know how to stage it, they know how to win it, and they know how to enjoy it. There's every relation in the world coming on now, I'd say.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's the winning composer, Brendan Graham. Nobody deserves that more. Wonderful win. Can you fill that with drink, do you think?
We come to the end of another Eurovision year. I'd like, if I still have any breath in my body left,
yes, you
after
do.
the excitement
Yes, you
of tonight,
do.
to thank you all for being such a wonderful audience and for being with us here this evening, and to all of you all over the Eurovision network, thank you for joining us tonight. We look forward to next year in the 40th Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, but where are we going to do it? We're running out of places in Ireland.
An blinse huban be me calura an dáscór godí sin bui mit sunnas agus siochan or of galéir. As we bid adieu, goodbye agus slán, we leave you once again with the winning song of this year's Eurovision Song Contest, Ihawa a Winter na Hórapa.
Oh, Ihawa a Winter na Hórapa. That's goodbye, good night to the people of Europe, the 300 million people who watched it, the several thousand hysterical people here in the hall. We're now plunged into darkness.
3 minutes. I didn't think we were going to get 6 minutes. The only word that comes to my mind is history.
This is for Drumshambo.
This is for Drumshambo. I don't know whether you know Drumshambo, small town indeed.
I remember 62. I was 16 and so were you, and we lived next door on the avenue. Gerry Lee was big and Elvis too, blue jeans and blue suede shoes, and we never knew what life held in store. We just wanted to rock and roll forevermore. Come on, Charlie.
We were the rock and roll kids, and rock and roll was all we did.
And listening to those songs on the radio,
I was yours and you were mine. That was once upon a time.
Now we never seem to rock and roll anymore. Now Johnny's in love with the girl next door, Mary's down at the record store. They don't wanna be around us no more. Golden oldies, but we hardly speak. Too busy running to a different beat. Hard to understand. We were once like that. And how I wish we could find those rock and roll days again. Fade it out, Charlie. All together. We were the rock and roll kids, and rock and roll was all we did. Listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours and you were mine. That was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll anymore. I was yours and you were mine. That was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll. We just never seem to rock and roll.